Well, cancer is a diagnosis no one wants to get, and especially if you have young kids, it can be hard even finding the words to explain it. Crystal Bannon from Poland, she's been there, and since there weren't many books out there for kids on the topic, she went ahead and wrote one herself. Crystal Bannon is happy and healthy sitting in her office at YSU. You wouldn't know it now, but 3 years ago, she was in the fight of her life.
October of 2020, I was diagnosed with stage 2A breast cancer. And I was taken by surprise because at 38 years old, I wasn't expecting to have a diagnosis like that.
She told her husband, family, and in-laws first, but how do you explain a cancer diagnosis to your 7-year-old child? Her doctor gave her one book to try and help, and they tailored the conversation in a way they thought Maceo would understand.
He is a little athlete, so we approached it as, hey, this is the game that mommy has ahead of her. This is the training that mommy has to do, and this is how we're going to approach it in the next year.
2021 then was all about fighting and recovering with a pandemic thrown in there for good measure. But the idea about the lack of resources on this topic for kids kept bothering her.
Sitting there at these chemo sessions and at radiation and at all the things we were sitting for hours upon end, I decided to pull a Google Doc up on my phone. And I said, you know what? Why don't I make a resource for this? He hugged his mommy tightly and said, I love you, mommy, and we'll get through this together.
That Google Doc eventually turned into her own children's book called Caring Through Cancer, a story of love and strength.
It's one of those things that you don't want to need it, and it's a club that you never want to join, but when you are part of that, you need stuff to help you.
Now that the book's finally out, she wants this to be a resource for anybody who might be able to use it, and she's on a mission to make that happen.
Like I went to the dentist, I went to the chiropractor recently. I'm like, hey, here's a resource of what I've just produced. Can you put it on your shelf? And if you have somebody in your chair or on, you're doing an adjustment to, can you give it to that patient and say, hey, maybe this can help you? And as time passed, their days became sunny again. She
says she can never repay all the people who stepped up to help during her own battle, but with this book, she can certainly pay it forward.
Am I going to be an author and produce lots and lots and lots of books? Probably not. But with this little nugget that I put together, this little tool that people can use, it makes me feel really excited.
Excited for the future and for the chance to make someone else's future a little less challenging. So if you're interested, you can find the book on Amazon. She's also planning to help walk others through that whole process, too, of publishing your own book and finding an illustrator. So stay tuned for that as well.